Hey people, it's me, J-Boys, back again. So, if you guys didn't know, I'm planning on getting a PS4. Why? For, the Spider-Man PS4 exclusive, and it's better. But that's not the important part. The important part is the game, and usually my favorite part of Spider-Man games is the different suits you can get in some of them. So I'm going to tell you guys which suits I want for the Spider-Man game. Right now we don't really know any information on it. I'm just going to call it Spider-Man PS4. Just to clear things up a little bit, I mean different suits, not like, oh, the Civil War suit is definitely going to be in there because the game is going to be releasing alongside Spider-Man Homecoming. No, I mean different suits. But, first I want to say some honorable mentions, like the Mangaverse Spider-Man, the Negative Zone Spider-Man, because, I mean, obviously that suit is going to be in there, Captain Universe, and Captain Universe Spider-Man. So, with those out the way, let's get to the actual list. Number 10. For the 10th place, I chose the black suit. I have to have at least one generic choice per list, except Kanto being the worst region. And this is it. Despite how generic the black suit is, it's still very awesome, like aesthetically and looking. So, plus its uses and storylines in various forms of media have been like fantastic and awesome. So the black suit definitely deserves its spot at number 10. Number 9. The suit I picked for number 9 is the spider armor, which variation of it doesn't really matter since Spider-Man has super strength and can carry a lot of weight without it hindering him all the much. What I'm trying to say is if he can swing around New York with a whole human hanging on him with ease and it not hindering him at all, he could most definitely wear like a whole suit of armor while doing all of the spidery stuff he does. And if they bring back the mechanic from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game, where you get different boosts depending on your suit, then this one should definitely get massive boosts to defense and or health. Plus, both versions look super awesome. So the spider armor definitely earns its spot at number 9. Number 8. So for the 8th spot on my list, I chose the Scarlet Spider or Ben Reilly's costume. All three variations look really cool. And plus with the PS4's upgraded engine or whatever, the jacket could do some really cool stuff, like while you're swinging, like the air resistance could definitely show, like I'm talking about on the original Ben Reilly, like with the sweater, but I do like the Scarlet Spider, like the Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider, the official looking one. I'll have a picture on screen of it. That one is also looks really good, but I mean just the one with the jacket, it looks the best. And the red and black one with Kane, I think his name is. I can't really remember what his name is, but it's the red and black one. It's the one that was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game. That one is definitely super cool. That's mostly why I like this suit, because the engine could make the jacket do some really fun stuff. Well, not fun, just it could definitely show that it's like an actual jacket with air resistance and all that. But on to number 7. For number 7, I chose the Big Time suit. One thing I forgot to mention while talking about the spider armor is that at one point in the comics, Spidey lost his spider sense, and that's why he needed bulletproof armor. But the Big Time suit he needed for stealth or something like that. I think it made him invisible. I don't really remember because I didn't read the comics. Not comics. But what I do remember is that this suit looks really awesome, and it helped him with stealth in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game. which I had. So that's why it is at number 7. Now for number 6, this one is really just to like cover all the edgelords and angsty people because it's the superior Spider-Man costume. That's a large reason why I put it. Just kidding. That's a dumb reason. But I put it because it represents a change in the Marvel Comics when Dr. Octopus actually became Spider-Man because they switched brains and all that stuff. At that point, I wasn't really reading comics, and I'm still not, mostly because it would be super expensive to buy comics every week or month. But that's why it's on this spot, to be like a symbol of sorts. So that's number 6. Number 5, I chose the Secret War suit, or that's at least what I think it's called. I first experienced this suit from the game Spider-Man Unlimited. You know, the runner for phones. Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, you're not a purist. You play mobile games. Exile him from the community.
Well, sorry for playing games that are fun. Gosh. Anyways, I got this suit as my first portal pool, like from the standard, and I upgraded him as much as I could, and I used it as much as I could until they like force you to like use higher levels or whatever, but it's still super cool nonetheless. So it's rightfully earned its spot at number 5. At number 4, we have the Ends of the Earth Spider-Man suit. While I was searching on Google, there weren't all too many pictures of this suit that were like from the comics, so I assumed there aren't all too many appearances of it in the comics. I'm probably wrong, but I like this suit because of the pseudo armor look it has to it. The coloring of maroon instead of the light red of most suits is a very pleasing aesthetic, and that's why it's at number 4, because it looks awesome. Number 3 has a bit more of a personal connection. Number 3 is the Iron Spider suit. When I was a little kid, my dad had this really awesome Civil War shirt, and I might have a picture of it on screen if I'm not too lazy. And I always thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And for my 12th birthday, he actually gave me the shirt. And it was only recently that we started finding out more about the Civil War event, like, because he just bought it because it looked cool and I thought it looked cool. We didn't really know anything about Civil War, so, and I actually bought the book some time ago, and hopefully it should be coming to my house soon, because I bought it off Amazon. And the Iron Spider suit was the suit that came out of this story, or at least the suit he used most in that story. Plus, the suit is a canon Iron Man and Spider-Man crossover. Like, how cool is that? So that's why this suit is at number 3. For number 2, it doesn't have as much of a personal connection as number 3, but it carries some of the same properties. It's where I have the actual books or comics for this one. Number 2 is the Miles Morales suit. We can all admit this suit is really awesome looking. And the story of Miles Morales before all new Marvel stuff is really great too. I have the first 2 books, and it's kind of unfortunate that I don't have any more after that. Like, it's a collection of like the first 5 actual comics, something like that. And it's just really awesome looking, and he has a great story, so that's the reason why I want the Miles Morales suit in this game. And number 1, oh my gosh, okay, we're finally at number 1. And this one is a necessity if this game has alternate suits, which this list might be for all for naught, because this game might not have alternate suits, but it most likely will. And if this game doesn't have this suit, I will take it back to wherever I bought it and get my money back, because it's just awesome. I've been hyping up number one. But what is it? Well, number one is Spider-Man 2099 suit. Recently, they changed the suit to a more sleek red and white variation, but personally, I prefer the black and red variation.
Wait, J-Blaze, the original 2099 suit is blue and red.
Well, it certainly does look like that, but the reason it looks blue and red is because of, I think it's called Nueva York. Maybe I don't really remember what like the 2099 New York is called. But it's because of the lights and the way they reflect off the suit and how they like colored it like in the comics. But it's actually black and red. Comic book explanations, basically. Anyways, both versions of the suit will work, but I prefer the original since the new one has a symmetrical imbalance of the spider logo on the suit. But reason number one why I want it, they already have lots of models for this suit laying around since it's been in so many games. And there's a good reason. Reason number two, look at it. It's awesome. It's just super cool. And reason number three, oh, well, actually I don't have a reason number three, but it's just, okay, never mind, I do have a reason number three, because the Miguel O'Hara, like, story is a really good storyline, and I like the idea of, like, reimagining old supervillains in 2099 style, like, in Shattered Dimensions, like, Dr. Octopus is actually a female, so that's pretty cool. And, like, Scorpion is a genetically modified kid. It's just, that storyline is really cool, in my opinion. But, yeah. With that, I end my top 10 list for suits I want in Spider-Man PS4. If you guys didn't notice, in the thumbnail, I have, I think, 11 or 12. I know I have more than 10. But I have 11 or 12 suits in the thumbnail. And if you all get them, tell me in the comments and stuff like that. Like the video if you found them all, so I can know who all found them or dislike it. But I would prefer if everyone liked, because, you know, then I will know if you actually got them, because that's what I asked. Never mind. Thanks for watching. This video is definitely going to take a while to edit, since I couldn't find a good way to get my, like, camera from my phone, like, the video to get onto my computer and put that in Vegas. So this is going to take a while to render and edit, because I am going to have to put a lot of pictures in the timeline. So if you could leave a like for that, that would be, like, super cool. And while you're pressing buttons down there, how about you click the subscribe button to see when I upload new content. I'm trying to keep up with, like, a schedule of every Monday. It's working so far. I will be coming out with the news eventually, sometime. But if you agreed or disagreed with my list, then tell me in the comments. And also tell us, like, anybody who else is reading the comments, what your top 10 list would be of Spider-Man suits for Spider-Man PS4. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.